This time on PFDAuto, we're taking out the dash. Alright, we got this hood pad off. I gotta get these cables out. I definitely need them. I don't want to pressure wash and get water in all the connectors. They are tucked back up underneath here. Guess we're gonna have to go in here and attack this dash. We'll bring that in. A little whiff. Smells like a box of crayons. Been sitting in your grandma's closet for 100 years. I guess we're gonna have to see how we can get at this. I'm gonna go ahead and open up all these doors. It's a pretty warm day today. Give you another little walk through, I guess, as we do it. Oh, and they're locked. Well, geez. I don't know if you know about the 190E, but their lock system works on vacuum. Another thing I'm gonna have to figure out. The only way to get these unlocked, especially when you got the handles off, is to come over here, pull on these. Well, maybe we can get these doors open. So you notice no handles too. If you reach on in here, give that guy a little tug, pops right open. What it is, it's just the same as the handle. Pulling out on it. Oh, she's crusty. Been a while since I've been in this car. Been sitting for quite some time. We're going to start by, I guess, attacking that steering wheel. Give us a little more room. We got to get all this junk out of the center console. Can't remember, but I think you have to pull this door off. I think there's some screws behind these vents here. Then you got to take these ones off. And whoever designed this, put that screw so close up to the window that you can't get a screwdriver in there. I don't know what you were thinking. Alright, if I remember correctly, there's a screw there and there's a screw there. Your torque's about 90% certain. Not sure what size. I had to guess. I'd say it was 20 or a 25. I start with a 25. So that means it's probably a 20. Oh, look at that. It's 25. Oh, and it broke loose. That never happens. Got my old ladybug right here. Must like the old bends too, but seen better days. Not even red anymore. Try to keep this steering wheel in decent shape. It is a Sportline steering wheel, just slightly smaller. I think I've told you all this is a Sportline. I don't know if that means much to you. What it means to us 190 guys is it came with a slightly smaller steering wheel. Came with some lower springs. It also came with a closer ratio steering box. Came with some Sportline badges. Those are sure worth a lot of money these days. Came with a Sportline badge for the top of the shifter here, which I've got somewhere. That shifter has seen some better days. Pretty much everything in here is old and crusty and broken, and if I manage to get this apart without breaking anything else, I'll be real impressed. Alright, I got them screws undone. Of course, they've already got the battery taken off. And this airbag, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't go off in an accident anyways. Just later we could give her a shot. Hook her up to a battery. See if we can launch something into space. Would not suggest popping that with a screwdriver. You don't want to make contact with that. We're gonna go set it back here somewhere a little safer. What we got in here is a giant orange. I had to guess. Let's say it was a 10. Sure hoping I've got a 10 socket because, yeah, it's a 10 alright. I don't know if you've ever tried to break a steering wheel loose, but trying to do it with an Allen key is probably not going to work. Well, I found a 10. It's 3/8. Fits in there. Hoping I had a half. I guess we're just going to have to see if we can He-Man this out of here with a 3/8 ratchet. Oh, look at that. Glad I ate my Wheaties today. Here's a little tip. Steering wheels don't generally like to pull off. Oh, that one's going to call me a liar. Leave the bolt or the nut on there. That way, when you pull on the steering wheel with all your might, you'll slap yourself in the face with it. Well, guess we won't be needing these for a while. Let's see, clock spring. Clock spring looks like it's just got a couple of Phillips heads. Oh, and they're tiny, guys. This is my bag for working underneath the head. So I don't have a tiny Phillips head screwdriver out here. Might have to run back into the house to see if I can find one. Let's see what's holding this in. Well, there ain't no screw at all in that one. I know me. I'm missing the screws for this. And they're Phillips heads. Oh, look, one screw. See, I knew I needed to take that apart in the future. Now this piece is a pre-1985 unit. In the US, they gave us a knee bolster for safety. I'm just under 6 feet tall, and even being just about average, there ain't no getting your knees underneath here with that knee bolster there. So if you can find you an 83, 84, come without that safety feature, and it gives you a lot more room. Okay, we got that off. This plastic piece, probably the most valuable piece. This one is absolutely hammered. So, I don't think we'll be needing that anymore. You know what, why don't I shift you back here to where you can actually kind of see what I'm doing. As we'll see if we can get this ashtray out here. Oh, look, there's my Sportline badge, but I think the glue ruined it. 22 cents. Oh, this trim is just junk. easy enough. I wonder if I can refurbish that. Alright, did some research. Looks like we got a screw here, we got a screw here. We gotta pull this guy here, and this guy here. And there's a screw here, and a screw here. And it looked like he just pulled the dash right out. Just left this in here. Probably didn't have to unscrew that. Looking around too, to get this dash out, I gotta get this vent out, that vent out, this box out, this here, this knob off, and then I can start pulling all this out. Then we get the dash out. I've actually got a good one. This one's a little warped. Not cracked yet. I've got a better one that we're gonna end up using. We'll just replace this. It's seen some better days. The rest of them aren't looking too bad. Alright, well, let's get you situated again here. And we'll keep pulling this dash. See if we can get these out. One. There's two. Alright. Center console is out. This is a piece I unscrewed that I probably didn't need to. Guess it made it a little bit easier to get that connector out. Oh, and there's an extra one too. Oh, that's for the light bulb. Alright, now we're going for this stuff over here. And I keep showing, grabbing these guys with pliers. But I've been finding they're just popping out. Now I'm guessing that's supposed to have a retaining clip on it somewhere. Looks a little bit more like that. It's supposed to pop up and down. Again, car's from 1992. It looks like we've got a couple retainers there, and there. Nice thing about this being broken is I don't have to worry about it. Just pop that guy right out. That's a 24. Well, that seems like it's the right size. I tell you what, doing this with one hand sure does not make life easy. Oh, you're connected somehow. How are you connected? Just pop out of there. Sure would hate to break this piece. Well, it ain't coming that way. Well, I broke it. Yeah. I guess that's supposed to pull straight back. Let's see what's on the other end of this. How in the world do you get that out without breaking it? I don't know. I mean, I might be able to glue that back together, but it's got a part number on it. Man, it's in such nice shape too. Well, we'll throw it down there and we'll see if they cost $1 million or if I can just get a new one. Well, that's even if they make new ones. Let's see. That key won't come back until I put it apart. This guy's just sitting here. Look at that. Well, I don't think that was supposed to be that easy. I don't know if it's threaded. I don't know. Look down in there. Can you see it down in there? Can you see that little Allen key in there? What a place. What a place to set an Allen key. How are you gonna find that? I tell you how. You watch the same Peach Parts little video I watched. And what do we got here? This ain't gonna work. Oh, now why is it a 5:30 seconds? I'm sure it's not. It's wider than that. There's some screws they didn't tell me about. Alright, well, I'm going to get something to get these side vents out. So I went back through, and it says, you pull that out, pull this screw, you pull this screw, and then this will just pull out. And I pulled on it, and I broke it. That is not a cheap piece. And I'll be darned if that thing is not still stuck in there so tight. I can't imagine that just pulls out. Now this piece is already broken. But I'm gonna attempt to pry these guys up. It says gently pull on these tabs. I'm betting if I get these tabs to move, they're just gonna break. Plus, how do you get the tab to stay up? There's 4 of them. I'm gonna try something here. I've got just an old putty knife. Let's see if I can't cram that guy under there. Well, I gotta get it back out of the clip here. And see if I can pry that guy up, smash that thing underneath it, and hold those 2 clips up. Because there's 2 more right there. I don't think you're really supposed to take this apart. I think it might be a one-time shot. Luckily, I've been looking around, and I can still get these pieces. I did not want to replace them. But hey, maybe if I find some new old stock pieces, I'll look a little sharper in here once I get this guy done. I'm going to set you down, because I can't do this with one hand. But we'll be back. We'll see how we do. Well, my neighbor decided it's time to start mowing the lawn. Sorry for the noise. Let me flip you around here and I'll show you where I'm at. So I've got these pried up. Got my putty knife stuck under there. And look at the size of these clips. So I've got that one out. I'm not even sure if these are even up high enough to pull this out yet. From the looks of that, it's not. But I've got one more here. If I can somehow cram my screwdriver in the small gap that's left there, pull that guy out, and just maybe I can pull this out. It might just save the other side. Alright. Well, that was just as much of a disaster as you thought it would be. I'm thinking maybe you're supposed to pull this first, because everything is stuck behind the trim on this. It doesn't look like it trims underneath there, but man, it was just hard to pull out. And as you can see, I broke one of the clips right off. There's the other one. There's the other 2. I ended up prying these up a little bit more and just smashing that putty knife under there a little bit harder. But this guy was already broken, so no big deal on that. Pull this button out, and then we'll start working on this side. See if we can get this dash box out. See if we can get this out without totally demolishing it. I mean, it's already broken, so Not a big loss if we smash it. But maybe if I have to do it again, I can learn some lessons. If I find a trick, I'll let you know. So first things first, we're going to pull all these little clips. I'll get this piece of cardboard out of here. I kept calling it the dash, but you guys know it's the glove box. No, this isn't the right tool, but it sure does the job. I'm going to keep these with my bag of screws, my bin, all the other stuff that I've taken out of here. Because with as much stuff as I'm breaking, I need to save as much money as I can. I would like this car to be a nice daily. Gonna see if I can figure out how to convert the AC from pneumatic to electronic. Maybe I'll just buy a vacuum pump. Not quite sure yet. If anybody has some new parts, some parts that look better than what I've got, I'd be interested to see what you have and what you want for it. I'm sure old Fleabay is going to fleece me for every penny I got trying to replace this junk. Goes in the bag too. Stuff these wires back up in here. Probably break this pulling it out. Got all the clips undone. This thing's so malformed though. I don't know how we're gonna get it out without just destroying it. Caught up on this. Let's see if we can get this out. Again, in the bag. Now let's see what we got. Not the exact same thing, of course. And it's broken. If I remember correctly. Wow, you just, okay. There's a connector on the top. Yeet. Well, it's just that easy. You just pull it out. No, it's not. Got to go ahead, get the A-pillars out on both sides. Manage to do that. You just cram a clip in there. Then you go ahead and you break off your cruise control stock while you're pulling it out. Because, yeah, I don't think we're going to use cruise control anymore. This guy is still stuck in here. Look at that. He's got a screw up there nobody told me about. There's one right there. Oh, man. Had I known that, I'd have got him out a little earlier. But that's fine. Just another part to buy. Well, you can see all the ugliness that's back here. Eventually, I am going to pull all of this wiring out. I know, bad idea. It's going to be super hard to figure it all back out. But we're going to pull the whole interior. we got to get this transmission tunnel changed out, because a little bit of a spoiler, it ain't going to be an automatic when I'm done. We're talking 6-speed manual, which means we need a third pedal down here. I haven't decided if I'm just going to try to find a Mercedes brake pedal. I'm not a big fan of these. They have good spacing, but I mean, I just don't like them. Plus, we either have to get a new brake pedal or cut this guy down. Been eyeing a Willwood setup though, that I think might be the ticket. So I won't bore you with tearing all this out. It's gonna be a lot of labeling, things like that, but I will show it to you when it's all done. And when it's all done, then we can get this wiring mess out of here, all of that junk, all of this, all of that, all of this, and then we can finally pressure wash this like I've been promising for multiple videos now. Then what we're going to do is we're going to paint all this guy up. I'm going to paint these brake lines just because, why not? Of course, we got to get this power steering pump out, rust treat that one, and paint it back up, because I sure heck don't want to swap over to an S13. I think what I've got planned is going to fit in here without any issues, and we're going to be able to still use this steering box, and it'll keep it a little bit more sport line. Might as well try to stay with the heritage. I tell you what though, if you know what this piece is called, this insulation piece, I sure would like to replace it. I have not been able to find one, so if you know what it is, toss it down there in the comments. Maybe hit up my Instagram or my Facebook and drop me a message. It goes all the way down that transmission tunnel. I've seen a plastic one for the 124, but for the life of me, I cannot find anything for the 190. I'm sure I can get some aftermarket stuff, but I really would like to just replace that. It's crusty and tore up. So, well, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Got the dash out, exposed all this wiring that I need to take care of. Hopefully, I'll get it all out of here before I see y'all again. I'll show you what a giant mess it is. Then maybe we can do some pressure washing that I've been talking about for a while now. I know. Never goes quite as planned. But I think I'm going to go get my dog, get something cold to drink, and enjoy the rest of this nice warm day. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you next time.